Welcome back to the Expensive Coin History channel. We're taking a deep look at one of the more interesting coins from the State Quarter series, the 2000 P. Maryland Washington Quarter. At first glance, it might appear to be just a regular 25-cent coin, but it carries a story of design, history, and potential value that makes it appealing to collectors. The Maryland Quarter was released in 2000 as part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which celebrated each state with unique reverse designs while maintaining George Washington on the obverse. The design for Maryland features the dome of the Maryland State House surrounded by white oak branches, symbolizing the state's history and heritage. The P Mint mark indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and that year, millions of these coins were struck, making it common in circulation but still collectible, especially in high-grade or error forms. Physically, this quarter follows the standard specifications of modern U.S. quarters. It is a copper-nickel-clad coin, weighing approximately 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and a reeded edge. The obverse shows George Washington's bust with the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," while the reverse showcases Maryland's imagery along with the words, "The Old Line State." Despite the high mintage, there are factors that make certain examples of the 2000 P. Maryland Quarter more valuable. Error coins, including those struck on incorrect planchets, off-center strikes, broad strikes, double dies, and missing clad layers, can command significant interest among collectors. Such errors are relatively rare and often require certification from a grading service to be recognized for their true value. High-grade uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS-67 or MS-68, are also much more desirable than circulated examples. In terms of current market value in 2025, typical circulated Maryland quarters are worth roughly their face value of 25 cents, while uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars depending on their grade. MS-64 coins may fetch a few dollars, MS-65 slightly more, and coins graded MS-67 or higher can sometimes sell for $20 or more. Exceptional certified MS-68 examples or coins with verified errors can reach higher values, occasionally reaching $80 or beyond. However, the vast majority of these quarters in everyday circulation remain modestly priced. It's important to understand that while the coin itself is not inherently rare, there is still potential for value if you hold a high-grade example or an error variety. Collectors seeking to complete the 50-state series or those focused on error coins often target these pieces, and certification can significantly impact a coin's marketability and price. If you have a 2000 P. Maryland Quarter tucked away, it's worth taking a careful look at its condition and any possible errors. Coins should be stored in protective holders to maintain their grade, and if you suspect an error, professional grading can confirm its authenticity and maximize its value. Even though most of these coins are common, high-grade or rare error examples remain sought after in specialized collector circles. The 2000 P. Maryland Washington Quarter is a coin that embodies both history and the collectible appeal of the State Quarter program. While most examples are modestly valued, those that are high-grade or feature authentic errors can hold significant worth. Whether you are a casual collector or a serious numismatist, examining these quarters carefully and understanding their market potential can turn a simple 25-cent coin into a noteworthy addition to your collection. 1999 P. New Jersey State Quarter, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but has a story and value that every collector should understand. This quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a series that ran from 1999 to 2008 and captured the imagination of collectors and casual coin enthusiasts alike. Released on May 17, 1999, the New Jersey Quarter commemorates the state's pivotal role in the American Revolution, featuring a depiction of George Washington crossing the Delaware River on the reverse, accompanied by the motto, "Crossroads of the Revolution." The obverse displays the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has been a consistent symbol on U.S. quarters since 1932. The coin is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, weighing approximately 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. While the 1999 P. New Jersey Quarter is widely circulated, it is not considered rare in the conventional sense. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 360 million of these coins, meaning the vast majority are worth their face value of 25 cents. However, there are circumstances where certain coins can become much more valuable. Error coins, such as those with die cracks, off-center strikes, broad strikes, or double strikes, can be highly sought after by collectors. Even minor variations or high-grade specimens can significantly increase a coin's value. Coins that have been professionally graded at the highest levels, such as MS-67 or MS-68, have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, highlighting the importance of condition and rarity in determining market value. For most collectors, the typical 1999 New Jersey quarter in circulated condition is worth very little beyond its face value. Uncirculated coins in near-mint condition generally fetch between $1 and $6, depending on quality. Error coins or those with exceptional mint state grading can command much higher prices, sometimes exceeding $2,000 for extremely high-grade examples. This demonstrates that while the coin itself is common, rare varieties and well-preserved specimens can be highly valuable. It's important to note that these high-value coins are not commonly found. Most quarters you encounter will be regular circulation pieces with no significant premium. For anyone hoping to maximize value, it is crucial to carefully examine each coin for errors, consider professional grading for potentially high-grade pieces, and store coins in a way that preserves their condition. Collectors should pay attention to details such as die cracks, off-center strikes, and surface quality, as these can make the difference between a coin worth mere cents and one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In 2025, the 1999 New Jersey quarter remains a popular coin among collectors, particularly those interested in the 50-state quarters program. Circulated coins continue to hold primarily face value, while uncirculated or high-grade examples maintain collectible value. Error coins and rare varieties are actively sought after in auctions and by private collectors, and they serve as a reminder that even a coin produced in the millions can have hidden gems among them. For collectors, the key takeaway is that while the average 1999 New Jersey quarter is common, careful observation and knowledge of minting variations can reveal opportunities for discovering coins with significant value. Preserving coins in mint condition and staying informed about the collector market ensures that both new and experienced collectors can make the most of their collections. Whether you are a casual enthusiast or a dedicated numismatist, understanding the history, rarity, and market value of the 1999 New Jersey quarter provides insight into why the 50-state quarters program remains one of the most beloved coin series in U.S. history. So next time you find a New Jersey quarter in your change or in an old roll, take a closer look. There could be more to it than meets the eye, and in some cases, it may even be worth a surprising amount in today's market. The 1982 Washington quarter, exploring its history, rarity, and why it can be worth significantly more than face value, as well as what its market value looks like in 2025. The 1982 Washington quarter is often overlooked in loose change. On the surface, it may appear to be just another modern coin, struck in enormous numbers. However, for serious numismatists, certain examples of this coin are highly desirable. This coin is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which features George Washington on the obverse and a bald eagle on the reverse, a design that has endured since 1932. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1982, nearly 500 million of these quarters were minted. They are composed of a copper-nickel clad, containing 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, with a diameter of 24.3 mm and a weight of approximately 5.67 grams. Because it is a clad coin rather than silver, its melt value is very low, essentially just a few cents. Despite its large mintage, the 1982 quarter has characteristics that make certain examples valuable. Most of these coins entered circulation, which reduced the number of high-quality uncirculated examples available to collectors. Coins in gem condition, particularly those graded MS-67 or MS-68, are relatively scarce. Only a limited number of high-grade specimens remain, which makes them highly sought after. Auction records illustrate this value clearly. A 1982 D quarter graded MS-68 sold for over $4,000 in a recent auction, showing that even modern coins can command impressive premiums when in pristine condition. Lower uncirculated grades, such as MS-60 to MS-63, typically sell for between $5 and $20, while gem uncirculated examples can reach $30 to $50 or more. High-grade coins in MS-67 and above can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on eye appeal and certification. Circulated coins are far more common and are usually worth only slightly above face value, roughly 25 to 50 cents. The rarity of the 1982 D quarter lies not in its mintage but in the surviving population of uncirculated coins. While millions exist in circulation, coins that are flawless, fully struck, and visually appealing are relatively scarce. Collectors who focus on Washington quarter type sets or registry sets particularly value these high-grade examples. Several factors influence the value of this coin. Grade is the most important, as even a slight difference in wear can significantly affect price. Eye appeal also matters. Coins with full luster, minimal marks, and attractive toning are more valuable. Certification by a reputable grading service increases buyer confidence and usually boosts value. Population reports, which indicate how many coins of a given grade have been certified, also play a role in determining scarcity. Certain error coins or varieties, though uncommon, can carry additional premiums. For collectors considering purchasing or investing in 1982 D quarters, there are risks to keep in mind. Raw ungraded coins may not receive the grade anticipated, and altered or counterfeit coins can be an issue. Market fluctuations can also affect value, and high-grade coins require proper storage to maintain their condition. Ultra-high-grade coins may also have limited liquidity due to a smaller pool of buyers. The 1982 D quarter is sometimes referred to as a hidden gem. It is not rare in the conventional sense, but finding a coin in gem condition is uncommon, which gives it collectible appeal. Many of these coins circulated heavily, and no official uncirculated mint sets widely distributed 1982 D quarters, meaning most high-grade examples came into collections indirectly. The combination of accessibility and potential for value appreciation makes this coin particularly interesting for both new and experienced collectors. The 1982 D Washington quarter is a common date coin with the potential to be highly valuable in uncirculated condition. Circulated examples remain near face value, but coins in mint state, especially MS-65 and above, can command significant premiums. High-grade examples are scarce, desirable, and capable of achieving auction prices far exceeding expectations. For collectors, this coin offers a fascinating opportunity. It is accessible yet holds real potential for value appreciation. If you happen to find a 1982 D quarter in your change or in a roll, don't dismiss it. If it is uncirculated and shows strong luster and minimal marks, it could be worth having professionally graded. Keep an eye on these coins, as they represent one of the more intriguing modern quarter collectibles available today. 1986 P Washington quarter. While it might appear as just another quarter from circulation, there is more to this coin than meets the eye. We'll explore its history, rarity, value, and what it could be worth in 2025. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, honoring George Washington on the obverse with a design by John Flanagan that has become an enduring symbol of U.S. coinage. By 1986, these quarters were produced in a copper-nickel-clad composition, replacing the silver quarters of earlier decades. The 1986 P quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint and is part of the modern series of Washington quarters. That year, over 550 million coins were struck, making this particular quarter common in circulation today. Physically, the 1986 P Washington quarter measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams. It is composed of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, with a reeded edge. Its obverse features the familiar profile of George Washington, while the reverse showcases the bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, a design that has been consistent throughout the modern series. In terms of rarity, the 1986 P is generally considered a common coin due to its high mintage. However, not all 1986p quarters are created equal. Collectors value coins in mint state, especially those that are certified by professional grading services. Coins in higher grades, such as MS65 or above, can command significantly higher prices than their face value. Additionally, error coins or varieties, including double dies, off-center strikes, or doubling in lettering, can be especially valuable. Even subtle errors like doubling on, "In God We Trust," or Washington's I can attract attention from collectors and increase the coin's value substantially. Currently, in 2025, the majority of 1986p quarters in circulated condition are worth just face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated coins in grades MS60 to MS64 typically sell for 35 cents to 75 cents. Certified uncirculated examples can range from $1 up to around $18, depending on grade and condition. High-grade coins, such as MS66, may sell between $17 to $55, and exceptional specimens, like MS67, have been known to reach over $2,000. The significant variation in value is driven by condition, rarity in higher grades, and demand from collectors. The value of certain 1986p quarters comes down to condition, certification, errors, and scarcity in high grades. A coin in pristine mint state condition with professional certification provides confidence to buyers and often commands a premium. Error coins, like double dies or off-center strikes, are more unusual and can attract collector interest, sometimes significantly exceeding the value of a standard coin. Despite the high mintage, very few coins survive in top-tier grades, creating a form of scarcity that elevates their market value. Market demand also fluctuates, and collectors' interest can influence prices over time. For those looking to maximize the potential of a 1986p quarter, careful examination is key. Check the mint mark, look closely for any errors or doubling, and assess the condition carefully. Using a magnifier or loupe can help spot subtle details that may increase value. Submitting high-grade coins for professional grading can make a notable difference in price. Consulting multiple opinions, whether from local dealers or online communities, ensures accuracy in assessing condition and value. Documenting the coin's provenance and keeping a record of its history or acquisition can also help in establishing trust for future buyers. Staying informed about market trends, auction results, and recent sales is essential for collectors and sellers alike. While it is possible to find coins that are significantly more valuable than face value, most 1986p Washington quarters are not going to make someone wealthy. Circulated coins typically remain at face value unless they are exceptionally well preserved or exhibit a mint error. Those who carefully study their coins and maintain high-grade examples may find opportunities for notable returns, especially in the collector market. The 1986p Washington quarter is a common coin in circulation but holds potential for collectors who understand its nuances. Most coins are worth little more than 25 cents, but high-grade specimens and error coins can command significant premiums. If you happen to hold one of these coins, take a close look. You may have more than just a quarter in your pocket. 1998 D Washington quarter, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but has a fascinating story, history, and potential value for collectors in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone who just enjoys examining coins, this video will give you a complete understanding of what makes this coin noteworthy and how to assess its worth. The Washington Quarter series has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. Originally introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse of the coin, featuring John Flanagan classic portrait of Washington, has remained largely unchanged over the decades, while the reverse design has evolved over time. The 1998 D quarter is part of the last year of the classic eagle reverse design before the U.S. Mint launched the state quarters program. This gives it historical significance as one of the final quarters in the traditional series and makes it an interesting piece for collectors who appreciate design history. The 1998 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark located near the hair ribbon on the obverse side. The coin has a copper-nickel composition, weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge. Over 821 million of these coins were produced in Denver alone, making them widely available in circulation. This high mintage means that, in general, the coin is not considered rare, but rarity and value emerge when considering high-grade examples or specialized varieties. While most 1998 D quarters found in circulation are worth face value, collectors look to uncirculated or high-grade coins for significant value. Coins in average circulated condition are common, but those in pristine condition, especially certified mint state coins, can command premium prices. Coins graded MS65 or higher begin to show a noticeable increase in value, with MS67 examples often fetching hundreds of dollars. Exceptional coins graded MS68 or MS69, although very rare, can sell for several $100s or more. There is also a proof-like variety of the 1998 D quarter, which can significantly increase the coin's value in higher grades. The 1998 D quarter may not have high intrinsic metal value, as it is composed of copper and nickel. Its worth comes primarily from its numismatic significance, collector demand, and condition. Coins that are part of specialized collections, such as high-grade mint state sets or those exhibiting unusual die characteristics, can be particularly desirable. The final year eagle design combined with high-grade condition or unique varieties gives this coin appeal beyond its face value, making it an interesting choice for collectors who focus on design history and coin quality. Even though the vast majority of 1998 D quarters are common, the coin has a few factors that can make it worth holding onto. Its status as the last regular issue quarter with the classic eagle reverse adds historical and design significance. Coins that are well preserved, especially those graded MS67 or above, are scarce and can bring substantial premiums at auction. Varieties such as proof-like coins or minor die anomalies also have the potential to be significantly more valuable, particularly for collectors who specialize in errors or rare minting traits. Collectors considering investing in this coin should remember that grading is crucial. The difference between a lower uncirculated grade and a high-grade certified coin can mean a substantial difference in value. Professional grading ensures authenticity and provides confidence in market transactions. While the coin is not rare in ordinary circulation, exceptional examples and error varieties can make it a worthy addition to a collection, especially as interest in end-of-series quarters continues to grow. The 1998 D Washington quarter is a coin that carries historical weight and collector interest, particularly due to its status as the final year of the classic eagle reverse. While most coins remain common and worth only face value, higher-grade examples and specialty varieties can be quite valuable. For anyone who finds one in circulation, it may be worth a closer look, and for collectors, this coin represents both a piece of design history and a potential investment in numismatic value. The 1987 P Washington quarter. While most of us see quarters every day, this particular coin has a history, a place in the broader Washington quarter series, and certain qualities that make it worth examining closely. Whether you found one in your change or are considering adding it to your collection, this video will cover everything you need to know about its history, rarity, market value, and potential worth in 2025. The Washington Quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design by John Flanagan became iconic, featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and the eagle on the reverse, and it has endured through decades of circulation. By the 1980s, these quarters were standard in everyday commerce, produced in massive quantities to meet the nation's demand for change. The 1987 quarter, minted in Philadelphia, is a part of this standard series and was produced in high numbers. Millions of these coins entered circulation, which plays a significant role in understanding its rarity and value today. The 1987 P quarter has a face value of 25 cents and is composed of a copper-nickel clad, with 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. Like other quarters of the series, it has a reeded edge and maintains the classic design elements that collectors and casual observers alike recognize. Its composition does not include precious metals, which means that its intrinsic metal value is minimal, so its collectible appeal comes primarily from condition and rarity rather than silver content. Despite its high mintage, the 1987 P quarter can still be interesting to collectors. While it is not rare in the traditional sense, the coin's condition, grading, and potential errors can significantly influence its value. Coins that are uncirculated, in pristine condition, or professionally graded by recognized services can command higher prices than coins that have circulated extensively. Even subtle differences in strike quality, sharpness of detail, or eye appeal can make a difference when evaluating these coins for a collection. In terms of market value in 2025, most circulated 1987 P quarters remain close to face value. They are commonly found in circulation, and their abundance keeps their value low for everyday examples. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded by professional services, can carry a modest premium. For example, uncirculated examples in grades MS-60 to MS-65 are generally worth a few dollars, while coins in higher grades like MS-66 or MS-67 can reach tens or even over $100, depending on market conditions. Coins with exceptional eye appeal or minimal contact marks are more desirable to collectors and often sell at a higher price than average uncirculated examples. Collectors should also be aware of potential myths and misconceptions about this coin. While some may assume that all 1987 P quarters are valuable, the truth is that most are worth very little unless they are in high grade, uncirculated condition or possess a rare minting error. Any claims of extraordinary value should be carefully evaluated, especially if the coin appears worn or has no documentation of professional grading. Even coins with minor irregularities are not automatically rare or valuable. Verification by an experienced collector or grading service is essential before assuming significant worth. Ultimately, whether the 1987 P Washington quarter is worth holding on to depends on its condition and your goals as a collector. For circulated coins, the primary value lies in its history and collectability within a broader set, rather than in monetary return. For high-grade or certified uncirculated coins, there is potential to earn a premium, and they can be a meaningful addition to a coin collection. While not a silver or gold coin, the 1987 P quarter represents a snapshot of modern American coinage and continues to have appeal among collectors, both casual and serious. So, if you've discovered a 1987 P Washington quarter, take a moment to examine its condition and consider its potential as part of a collection. Even ordinary coins can tell fascinating stories and occasionally surprise us with hidden value. We are taking an in-depth look at the 1980 P Washington quarter, exploring its history, rarity, and value, and finding out what it's truly worth in 2025. To understand this coin, it's important to know its historical context. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, and it has remained an iconic piece of U.S. coinage ever since. The year 1980 marked a turning point because the Philadelphia Mint began striking quarters with the P Mint mark for the first time. Previously, Philadelphia coins carried no mint mark, so the 1980 P quarter represents a notable milestone in modern U.S. minting. That year, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 635 million quarters, meaning these coins became common in everyday circulation. The coin itself follows the classic design by John Flanagan. On the obverse, it features a portrait of George Washington, while the reverse depicts an eagle perched on arrows and olive branches. Its composition is copper-nickel clad, with a copper core and an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and a reeded edge. The P Mint mark on the obverse signifies its Philadelphia origin, marking a key change in the series. Despite the very high mintage, the 1980 P quarter in circulated condition is not particularly rare. Millions of examples exist in everyday change, making most of them worth only face value. However, condition plays a crucial role in determining collectability. Coins that are well preserved, uncirculated, and free of marks can command significantly higher prices. Certified specimens in top grades, especially MS-67 and above, can be highly desirable among collectors, with some fetching hundreds of dollars at auction. Error coins and varieties, such as missing clad layers or planchet errors, can also greatly increase value. For instance, a quarter struck on an incorrect planchet or with a weak or missing mint mark may be worth several $100s to the right buyer. In 2025, the market value of a 1980p quarter varies widely depending on condition. A circulated example is generally worth its face value of 25 cents, while uncirculated but ungraded coins may range up to $15. Certified, high-grade coins can fetch significantly more, and rare error coins may sell for hundreds of dollars. While there are occasional claims online suggesting a 1980p quarter can be worth thousands, these are often exaggerated or based on misidentified coins. Realistic valuation comes from verified sales of certified coins, and grading by a reputable service can confirm authenticity and condition, increasing the coin's value. For collectors, it's important to examine any 1980p quarters carefully. Look for sharp detail, strong luster, and minimal contact marks. Error coins or unusual features can be particularly valuable. Protecting high-grade coins in holders or capsules helps preserve condition, and checking recent auction results can give an accurate picture of what buyers are willing to pay. The 1980p Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of modern U.S. coinage. It is historically significant as the first year Philadelphia included the P mint mark, and while most examples are common and worth only face value, high-grade specimens and error coins are sought after by collectors. Uncirculated coins may be worth up to $15, while rare, certified, or error examples can command hundreds of dollars. Even though it may not be a multi-thousand-dollar coin in most cases, it remains an important collectible and a key piece of the Washington Quarter series. If you have a 1980p quarter in your collection or find one in circulation, take a closer look. With the right condition or an unusual feature, it could be more valuable than you think. The 1972 Washington Quarter with no mint mark. In this video, we'll explore its history, rarity, value, and what collectors can expect it to be worth in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, this is the deep dive you've been waiting for. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, and the design has endured for decades. By 1965, the U.S. Mint had switched from silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1972 quarter falls into this era, and the lack of a mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. While Philadelphia coins traditionally carry no mint mark, this can sometimes lead to confusion, especially among newer collectors. In 1972, the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 215 million quarters, making this coin relatively common. Despite the high mintage, collectors still seek out coins in exceptional condition, particularly those with full original luster or unique characteristics. The coin itself is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded over a pure copper core, giving it the durability and distinctive feel familiar to collectors and casual users alike. It measures 24.3 mm in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams. While these specifications may seem standard, they are essential for identifying authentic coins and spotting potential counterfeits or errors. Because of the large mintage, most 1972 no mint mark quarters are widely available and not particularly rare. Circulated coins are commonly found in pocket change or coin collections and typically trade at face value. However, the value changes dramatically when a coin is in uncirculated condition or has been professionally graded. Mint state examples, particularly those graded MS-65 or higher, can command significant premiums, sometimes reaching into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their quality and appeal. Error coins from 1972 are also of interest to collectors. Some coins were struck off-center, have doubled dies, or display other unique minting anomalies. The severity of these errors and the coin's overall condition determine how much collectors are willing to pay. Off-center strikes or broad-struck coins, for example, can be particularly desirable, especially when they maintain most of the design elements in a visually appealing manner. Historically, the value of the 1972 no mint mark quarter has largely depended on condition. Circulated examples have remained close to face value, while uncirculated or error coins have commanded increasing premiums over the decades. Uncirculated coins in average condition may sell for $1 to $5, but professionally graded coins in high mint state grades can reach significant sums at auction. Exceptional coins graded MS-67 or higher have been known to sell for over $1,000, demonstrating the potential value for collectors who carefully preserve their coins. In 2025, the market for this coin continues to reflect these trends. Circulated quarters remain commonplace and are generally worth 25 cents unless a notable error is present. Coins in uncirculated condition without professional grading are still modestly priced, typically between $1 and $5. Certified mint state coins, however, have the potential to fetch significantly higher prices depending on grade, rarity, and collector demand. High-grade examples and coins with distinct errors remain the most sought after, offering the greatest upside for collectors willing to invest the time in identifying and preserving these coins. Collectors appreciate the 1972 no-mint mark Washington quarter for several reasons. Its availability makes it accessible for new collectors, while high-grade specimens and error varieties provide opportunities for more advanced enthusiasts. Additionally, it represents an important era in U.S. coinage history, marking the early decades of the copper-nickel-clad composition that continues to be used today. If you happen to have a 1972 quarter in your collection or tucked away in a jar, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine the coin carefully with a magnifying glass for any minting anomalies or signs of exceptional quality. Coins with full luster, sharp details, or error features may be worth more than you expect. For coins that appear to be in mint state or show unique characteristics, professional grading can dramatically increase value and make them more appealing to serious collectors. The 1972 no-mint mark Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of modern coinage. While most examples are common and valued at face value, high-quality uncirculated coins and error specimens can command significant premiums. By paying attention to condition, detail, and potential minting errors, collectors can uncover hidden value in a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance. Whether you are just starting a coin collection or are a seasoned enthusiast, understanding the history and potential value of the 1972 no-mint mark quarter adds depth and excitement to the hobby. Keep an eye out for exceptional examples, and you may discover that even common coins can hold surprising value. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of one of America's enduring coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on videos covering rare and valuable coins, tips for collectors, and everything you need to know about coin collecting.